Okay, what is home advantage?
But in a way, we have no pacers who can do what doing well.
I haven't seen them, so we'll see. So I'm asking you, what's the home advantage? When we go to New Zealand, what sort of wicket we get? What Australia or England do when we go there? What India doing at home? Yeah?
That's okay, but
That's okay, then what's your question?
in long-term development, I was posting like we have to play overseas as well. So
Yes, so overseas we try to manage with what we have. If you don't have missiles, how do you fight? You have to fight guerrilla war, isn't it? Let them come home and with little guns. If you don't have ammunition, we can't do it. All we can do is probably develop those players. So eventually, we have enough. Like, I think you can't say that like in South Africa they did well, in New Zealand they did well. So once we get like we are, as we discuss here, that there's some of the fast bowlers coming through the system. I remember Eberdad went my first series to New Zealand as a development player, and him and Shanto, and they were now doing well. So it's take time. I'm not agreeing what you first said that because every country do the same thing. If they, you need to take the home advantage. We play to our strength when we come here. A little bit older, so I'll be different.
There is a speculation in the country's cricket fraternity that you might face challenges dealing with the senior campaign. So do you also think the same?
No, not at all. I have spoken to all the seniors already. I don't think everybody's focus is one thing. It's team is number one. If everyone pulling towards the team doing well, even my last time is I didn't have any challenges with any of the players. My challenge is getting everybody's focus towards the team focus. So I don't think it's that going to be a challenge. Let's see. It's all depend on how our form is and the players, how the senior players and the main players, their fitness and form. And then, we're still not number one team in the world. It's any other format. So I can't go and say that we're going to do something amazing, but we are trying. Our aim is to do really well, and then advantage is that we are playing in subcontinent. Not really at all. I actually enjoy that because that is one thing that I actually drill into the players when I was coaching Bangladesh, to stand up to any opposition and play with a lot of passion. And when they're showing that passion, I really enjoy that. And I was really proud inside, although I was in the other dressing room, that the way they played the Nidas Trophy and even the Asia Cup after that. So.
Okay, well, first of all, it's a pleasure to welcome back Malika Hathura Singh, head coach Bangladesh national cricket team. I'm sure you all are very eagerly waiting to hear from him. So before further ado, we start the press conference. Please introduce yourself and then ask the question.
Sam from Cricket. Welcome back. Abdul, wanted to know the process of this whole procedure of coming back. What was the conversations like with the cricket board or the cricket board president? What was the thinking behind taking this decision to come back?
Yeah, thank you. When I think I've been following Bangladesh cricket since I left, and time to time, many like players and the officials been in touch with me in various times and situations. I always had a soft corner for Bangladesh cricket because that was my first international assignment. So back of my mind, I wanted to come back someday. I never thought of that I will come this early. But then during, I think the World Cup, T20 World Cup, when I met President and some of the officials, we discussed a few things, and then, I thought that's the right time to come. And then because of the 23 World Cup, 50 over World Cup is coming up. If I come a bit late after the New South Wales season, a bit too late. So I thought this is the right time to come and as soon as the big batch finished, I decided to come.
Is this the first time, was this the first offer after you left this job? The first time BCB had offered you?
No,
Second time?
no.
Hi, Chandika. This is Krishna Bardhan from the Daily Star. In 2017, when you left to Bangladesh, BCB president says in media that Hattura Singh felt he had nothing more to give Bangladesh. So now you are here, definitely to give something. So what motivation actually worked for you to come back this time?
Yeah, I will answer my point of view. Yeah, I think it's so really in a transition period. I think we're going forward in next 2-3 years. A lot of the senior players have done really well for Bangladesh cricket, and they're probably the legends of Bangladesh cricket. They're going to be remembered as a really good generation. And then other side of it is the really good young players coming through as well. And then to be part of that kind of a challenge is always motivated me to come back.
Sikandar?
Hi, Chandika. I'm Sikandar from the Daily Shopper. Won the World Cup not far from this year, and you have BCB officers have some expectation, and I think you that this assigned you to achieve some goals. Do you think it is pressure for the coach?
Yeah, I mean, coaches have always pressure, isn't it? If team do well, coaches are okay. If don't, the pressure coaches, they ask questions. But we all have expectation. I think as a nation, we have expectation that because it's happening in India, and we have expectation is one of the format that we really do well. So that expectation is there. But at the same time, what we can control is preparation, like how we prepare best to our ability and make sure that all the big players or the top main players are fit and healthy. If we can achieve that, I think we can give a really good crack for the World Cup.
Ruben?